What is the most useless invention you have seen? You often see this advertisement about the wristband that gives you electric shocks as a punishment if you try to break a bad habit, like smoking. This is called aversion therapy. Well, this electric shock wristband has no magical sensors to detect when you are doing what you want to stop, and you have to push a button to give you the electric shock. If you would just use a rubber band around your wrist and let it slap on your wrist as a punishment, you would basically get the same result for a fraction of the price of the electric shock band. So in my giant store, they have a robot that randomly turns on and rolls around the store looking for messes, and when it finds one it just stands there, and does nothing. Just standing there waiting for someone to clean up the mess. Saw Bluetooth dice on Kickstarter a few days ago. The toilet sloping 13 degrees downwards, making it painful to sit on for more than a few minutes. Last year for Christmas my insane aunt gave me a breakfast sandwich maker. I sold it before I used it, but the instructions made it look like you had to cook everything first, and then you insert the food in some slots and it will stack them up to make a sandwich. Stupidest thing I've ever seen. Whatever that bracelet was that supposedly balanced one's chi. Look up Chindogu, it's the Japanese art of the unuseless invention. Basically things that might, almost work, but effectively don't because they're impractical. Like umbrella golf clubs. Those old vibrating belts that you would put around your waist to help with losing weight. That's my first memory of thinking something was a ploy to take money from people through useless gimmicks. Cocktail napkins. They completely fail at their purpose. It doesn't keep the bar dry. They turn into a wet pile of shit in just a few minutes. They stick to the bottom of whatever you're drinking, unless, like a troglodyte, you put a bunch of salt on it. Also, in some locations, they just blow the fuck away. Next time you see someone open a bunch of cocktail napkins, think to yourself, 100% of that will be thrown in the dump, after unsatisfactorily fulfilling their mission. Coasters, on the other hand, are superior in almost every way. Keeps the bar dry. Reusable. Collectible, I guess. Can put the bar's name on it. Won't blow away. Won't soak. Oh, maybe you can't stuff them inside the neck of a beer, but I don't want people doing that with cocktail napkins anyways. My granddad was a NASA master machinist for the Saturn series rockets. On his break times, using a bit of spare metal, he'd create little trinkets and gifts for my grandmother, and one he created for my dad and uncles was what he called a do-nothing machine. It consisted of a solid steel rectangle about 3 by 3 inches, and maybe a ½ inch thick with 2 grooves cut in a cross pattern, and a handle to make 2 plates move back and forth within the grooves as you spun the handle. My dad and uncles never found anything useful for it, and when I was a kid I would try and fail, to crack nuts to eat with it. If anyone else is curious as to what the hell I'm talking about, look on Google for a do-nothing machine. Fake testicles for dogs. The Mendocino motor. Its power output is too damn low to fulfill any meaningful task except showing off its own principle. It's a nice desk decoration though. Ah yes. The man-spreading chair. These refrigerators with Bluetooth and Pandora. Fucking why? I'm not joking when I say this, but battery-powered solar panels. AirPod wires to never lose them. The electric hammer, so you don't have to swing it. The pet rock. So useless and yet it made millions of dollars. I got some piece of shit solar-powered water fountain that only squirts under full sun over 40 degrees, which even in Zone 9B where I live is rare. I'm guessing it was designed for people on Mars or something. Automatic soap dispenser. The marketing campaign said there are so many germs on top of a push-down dispenser that you shouldn't touch it and use the automatic version instead. It didn't seem to matter that immediately after touching the top of the dispenser you wash your hands. There was a TV show on True TV called World's Dumbest, and each episode would be just a collection of different videos with celebrities reacting to them. They had World's Dumbest Inventions where they showed off dumb crap. I think the worst was a plastic thing sort of shaped like a dog, so if your dog wouldn't stop humping things, it had a designated thing to hump. The DVD rewinder? The salad fork. I don't see why shorter makes it better. Cake icons. Juicero. A curved plastic box for bananas. First of all, Size and curvature varies from banana to banana. Second of all, being in a plastic box will cause it to ripen faster. Third of all, it's already enclosed in its peel. This'll get buried, but it's an invention that 8-year-old me came up with for a school project. It was a giant tape player that you kept in the fridge and put your milk on. The weight of the milk would trigger the play button, playing an audio recording saying you do not need to buy milk. Then, when the milk was running low, it would be too light to hit the play button and the absence of the audio would indicate that it's time to buy milk. All that, including hitting the stop and rewind buttons almost every time you put the milk away for something a person could easily see. Anything 5-minute crafts has cooked up. Edit, this is the first time this has ever happened, so I've earned this right. Ahem. Thank you for the gold, kind stranger. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more.